imagine this. You're paying every single month for a room you barely ever visit. There's no bed in there, no TV, no kitchen, just four walls, a metal door, and a bunch of stuff you probably forgot you even owned. And yet, millions of Americans do exactly this. That's what makes self-storage so interesting. Because when you really think about it, the company isn't selling you a storage box. It's selling you space. And more importantly, convenience. Maybe you're moving into a smaller apartment. Maybe you're renovating your house. Or maybe you've simply collected years of stuff and have absolutely no idea where to put it. So, you rent a storage unit. Simple, right? But here's where things get interesting. Once your stuff is inside that unit, canceling the rental isn't as easy as canceling Netflix. You have to get a truck, move the furniture, find somewhere else to put everything, and then organize it all over again. So instead of asking yourself, do I really need this storage unit? You might just think, I'll keep it for one more month. And then another month, and another. That's the magic of recurring revenue. Now let's say you own a facility with 500 units. Each unit rents for around $150 a month. If 90% are occupied, that's 450 customers paying you every month. That's about $67,500 a month, or roughly $810,000 a year in rental revenue. Sounds amazing, right? Well, not so fast. Because revenue isn't profit, you still have property taxes, insurance, maintenance, security, utilities, employees, and potentially a massive loan on the property. So the real question isn't how much money is coming in, it's how much money is actually left. And that's where self-storage gets really interesting. Once the facility is built, most of the expensive infrastructure is already there. The land is there. The walls are there. The doors are there. The security system is there. Now you just need to fill those spaces with paying customers. That's why occupancy matters so much. If half your units are empty, half your potential rental space is making you nothing. But if you can fill more of that same building without dramatically increasing your costs, you're making the existing asset work harder. And that's the real self-storage business model. The building is the asset, the rent is the recurring revenue, and occupancy determines how efficiently that asset makes money. So the next time you drive past those boring rows of metal doors, don't just see storage units, see a business built on real estate, recurring payments, and human psychology. Because sometimes, the most powerful businesses aren't selling anything exciting. They're simply selling something people need. Again and again.